what the fuck is wrong with you? That's what it was. It's even better. It's like more existential.
So...
He wasn't even questioning his most recent action, really.
Just in general. Do you think that Trevor Bauer will be traded? And do you think it will have anything to do with that incident? I feel like they could just be like, you know what? This is a great time. What a better time.
I don't know, man. I don't think he's going to get traded. The Indians are...
very much in it.
I think they currently have a wild card.
Mm. Stop the show.
What?
The mics are not plugged in.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Hello, Mother. Hello, Mother. This is Half Mental, the show that's 90% baseball and the other half mental. I'm Terry Francona.
And I am Trevor Bauer.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Let's lead off with the Trevor Bauer incident.
Yeah.
As all of you know,
yeah.
if you are watching this show, you know that Trevor Bauer can throw a ball from the pitcher's mound to well beyond the center field wall because it wasn't in frame at all.
Yeah, it did not land in frame.
I wish we could see where the ball landed.
I know. StatCast did not pick it up. Somebody checked.
My God.
Would have been cool if they did.
I wonder if we could make a viral video of just like faking
figuring it out. StatCast.
Okay,
so just the quick setup. Bauer had a bad game.
Bad inning. I mean, I think the game was fine.
Got frustrated. He threw a ball at the backstop and then went back to the mound, and Terry Francona came out to remove him from the game, and he took the ball and threw it over the center field wall from the mound.
Trevor Bauer did. You kind of made it sound like Terry Francona.
Oh, that would be
which
awesome.
Would be so cool.
And Francona looked at him and goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah. And then you can tell that...
And I think he maybe said, "Get the fuck out of here," didn't he?
Yeah, and then he like points at the dugout. He's like, it's almost like he's like, go sit down.
Well, and they went, so when he got back after putting his relief pitcher in too, they like went back in the hallway. Mm-hmm. Just the two of them. And then they came back out.
Wouldn't you love... So Francona was like, that's between him and I. Like, he didn't... But wouldn't you love to be a fly on the wall for that?
I guess.
I mean, I just don't... I don't understand how lecturing works at this level. Like...
I don't know. I mean, you've had a fascination with Trevor Bauer this year to an extent.
Yeah.
And we've talked about him a good bit. Here's everything we know about Trevor Bauer. He is a petulant child, prone to abusive actions, who clearly cares about himself more than other people.
Great. Just a great all-around
guy. He only might be a good pitcher.
I think he's better than good.
But last season when he was a little in the Cy Young hunt was like a clear outlier for him. Even this season, like there are lots of pitchers who are capable of great games who are not like Cy Young caliber pitchers. Like Miles Michaelis a couple starts ago. Mike
McCollus?
Whatever. Yeah. Was like unhittable. He was great. He pitched 9 innings, straight, but he's not that guy.
Right.
He's capable of it. And I think that's who Trevor Bauer is. He's like a guy who's capable of that.
Yeah.
He's also capable of melting down in the 4th inning, I think? 5th inning?
Yep.
And his reaction to it will be to scare his teammates. I mean, the best part is don't even watch Bauer in the video.
I know.
The second baseman
had like...
Yeah, he...
And Lindor's reaction is hilarious.
And I want to see the catcher's face, too. The catcher walking towards him, just the body language from the back is unreal.
Yeah.
And then the center fielder has his back to him when he throws.
I know, that part is
And then just like sees the ball land and is like, what is going on?
Did I just miss a home run?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing's crazy. I mean, I don't know.
So
like,
he will
obviously that's a super childish move. You're a professional athlete. you should probably hold yourself like one. I don't know.
Somebody compared it to like when a batter snaps his bat over his knee. But this is like different. This is like the piece of equipment that is required to play the game.
Right.
Like it might seem dumb, but like the starting pitcher hands the ball to the manager.
Yeah.
And he takes him out of the game.
Well,
and then he walks off the mound. Like, that's just what happens.
Can you imagine? If someone got hit by that ball?
No.
I mean, it wouldn't. I'm sure it wouldn't have.
Can you also imagine if a player of color did that?
Yeah.
Imagine if like Puig blew an outfield catch and threw a ball into the stands because he was mad.
Well, so
they would burn his house down. Like literally, like think of the reaction.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. A closer with a last name. You remember this guy? He closed for a while for a couple different teams. Did really well with the Diamondbacks. Last name Kim. He closed out a game in Yankee Stadium and he threw the ball into the...
Byung-Hun Kim?
Yes, maybe.
Something like that?
He threw the ball into... It's awesome. It's still cool. But it's after he closed the game. It was almost out of excitement.
Game over.
Game over, and he throws the ball into Monument Park or whatever that's called. Okay. And so there's netting over that. And so MLB Vault. I don't think you're on Instagram anymore, right?
No.
Okay. Well, you're missing out on MLB Vault. I would say otherwise, good call.
But okay.
MLB Vault is really cool. They said who did it better, and it was Bauer versus Kim throwing the ball. Anyway, yeah, it's just I didn't even I never once thought that he was doing that out of frustration with his teammates, but that came up a lot.
Yeah, he had a really good apology after the game.
Yeah.
It was the best you can do. He did seem sincere. He didn't seem super... He wasn't reading from anything necessarily. He hit all the... But again, it's the reaction that a mature 14-year-old would have given. He did something dumb and then he understood it.
Right.
It's our job as adults to do it the other way.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
You're right.
So hey, I'm glad that you understand that, right? And he actually did it right away. He did it and he put his hand on his chest.
Right. You could tell
as soon as he did it, he was man. But you just got to not do it. You just can't do those things.
It is so cool that someone can throw a baseball that far. I mean, my God, that is really...
So let's say, I don't know what it is. Let's say it's 410 to center field. Isn't that sort of a typical...
Yeah.
Let's call it 410. So he threw it, at least... and the mound is 60 feet 6 inches.
I think you're going to assume that he threw that ball
375 feet.
No. I'd say he threw that ball at least 400 feet.
So that is 5 times further than I can throw a ball, and I mean that honestly.
Yeah, I mean, that is incredible. I kind of want to see more guys do it. I want to see Puig throw a ball out of a stadium.
Yeah. Why? Yeah, I mean, why don't they just have a long toss?
Why don't they just start doing this? Let the kids play. Let the immature kids play. The one point I was going to make, and then we can move on, is that it's not a point, actually.
Will it affect his trade value? Or whatever?
2 points. The one thing I was going to say is Trevor Bauer is doing this pretty entertaining approach at baseball media right now, or whatever. I don't know what it's called. He's a media company. He releases these episodes. The last one was Dinner with Hunter Pence.
Yeah.
And it's 30 minutes long. And they have a conversation over dinner. The one I watched, the first time I'd watch one was with Clevenger. And those dudes seem so close. I can't imagine his teammates having a hard time with this, other than just being that was stupid, man. Thanks for the apology. Let's go play some baseball.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, okay, I get it. It's stupid, and I totally agree. I think what you said was even a very mature thing to say about as adults, we don't just act and react.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if I'm playing first base, or even if I'm the second baseman who thought he was about to physically attack me, I would not be yeah, man, sorry, I can't play for you. You know what I mean?
I don't expect that
I would
reaction.
just be yeah, That's okay. It was really weird. You need to maybe talk to someone. But, like, don't sweat it. We all do stupid stuff. But, yeah, do you think... Part of me wonders if the Indians are like, let's just get rid of him.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to because they're in the playoff hunt. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they would... I mean, I guess they probably would. He's on a 1-year contract. But I do think that it would probably like there could have been a team out. Let's say there was a team out there with their like second best offer, and they were prepared to. Maybe they're like, nah, I bet that's the best offer they're going to get now. You know, like
right.
Everyone just kind of sits on their offer to be like, Cleveland can just make this decision.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
We're not like. Maybe you don't trade a whatever top 30 guy for him anymore. Maybe you just sit with. I don't know.
Yeah. Another thing I'd like to bring up, I know that this friend of mine doesn't watch this show, so I can just talk about him. But I mentioned last week that I've got some whiny Cardinals fans coming at me. And I might have even said it on the show last week. But I texted my whiny Cardinals fan.
Does Tad not watch our show?
No, Tad doesn't watch it.
Tad?
But I said, you know, he was saying that they're just terrible. They're insufferable to watch.
I said similar things last week.
All this stuff.
Yeah.
And I said to him, you're 2.5 games out of first place. Yeah. You could be standing alone in first at the end of the week.
And we were for a brief shining moment.
Depending on how you define the end of the week.
Yeah.
I nailed it.
Yeah. So the Cardinals
tied for first right now.
Yeah. So the Cardinals did not lose a series after the All-Star break until their weekend series against the Houston Astros.
They're pretty good.
So that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty good. We're tied with the Cubs. We have 9 games remaining against the Cubs. MLB does this all the time. They stack the Cards Cubs at the end of the... So we play 3 against them starting tomorrow. And then we have like 6 of our last 12 are against them.
Jeez. That's awesome.
And I think Milwaukee's only a game back now, too.
Yeah. The Milwaukee Cubs series kind of went in a way that didn't, like, put either team... Right. You know what I mean? Like, had one of the teams swept or something, it would have put some distance. But
Paul Goldschmidt homered in 6 straight games.
He sure did. Proud of him. Goldie.
Paul DeJong had a 3-homer game.
Saw that. That was in the game where they, like, broke out, right? 16.
Yeah, we had a couple really big offensive games, which is good because we have had plenty of really poor offensive games.
Yeah. Well, man, that's awesome. I hear the excitement in your voice.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we can get one more viewer if the Cardinals start playing well. Here's looking at you, Tad.
Yeah, I'm more hurt by that than I expected to be.
Okay, what else?
The Red Sox had a pretty unique situation.
Unique New York. Go ahead.
Now I forget who they were playing.
Go ahead.
I think I have to look up who they were playing.
Okay.
Was it Baltimore? They had a deal where... yeah, hold on. I'll just wait. Sorry.
This is why I do 15% more research before each show. Just really trying to honor this.
It's the Rays, yeah.
Okay. He's got it. Oh, let him close out all his apps real quick while we're still live.
We're not live. That's not what we are. The Red Sox had a pretty unique situation in a game against the Rays.
Really? Okay.
Rays tried to do one of those funny business deals where they like take the pitcher, put him at first base for a batter, and bring him back in.
Yeah, I did see.
And I think what happened is the Rays manager did not designate like who the pitcher was replacing, whether he was replacing like the DH or the first baseman or whatever, And so there's a rule in place for if the manager does not designate who the sub is replacing, that the umpire can just make the decision. And Alex Cora basically argued the point as to who was going to be where in the lineup, and it was a huge mess.
Yeah, it was like a 20-minute delay, right?
Yeah. Within it was like a 23-minute section of a game, and one pitch was thrown.
Wow.
And there was no real good resolution, basically. Angel Hernandez was the umpire.
Oh, boy.
Shockingly enough,
Oh, boy.
he was behind home plate trying to sort through a complicated situation. And Cora challenged the game, which is always kind of cool.
Yeah. Did he write the P in the air?
What is that?
When the umpires will turn around to the booth or whatever and write a P for protest?
Oh, no. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep.
Cool.
Check it out.
So that was just a big mess. I don't really have anything to... I don't know. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. I remember seeing a little bit about that when it happened, but I never had a chance to check it out.
It's always amazing. I mean, everybody, managers and umpires alike, have been parts of thousands of baseball games, right?
Yeah.
Like Alex Cora has probably been part of 5,000 professional baseball games, maybe. Well, no, whatever, lots
of them.
But they were like everybody was just pretty confused.
Yeah.
It's like we don't know. And finally, it was like, we're just gonna do it the way we were doing it before,
right?
And we think it's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was like we don't know.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was wild. Albert Pujols hit his 650th home run.
Yeah, first player ever to have 650 home runs and 650 doubles.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, Albert.
Albert.
Angels swept the Dodgers in a 2-game series.
Huh.
Turns out Mike Trout
good at baseball.
Pretty good at the game of baseball. We had one of those games. We had 2 runners thrown out at the plate. One of them being Cody Bellinger in the bottom of the 9th, which I had no problem with. It was bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Game ended.
Running hard.
You got to do it.
Yep.
Because
one of the fastest players in the game.
Takes perfect throw. Yep. Which they got.
Yeah.
The other one though was Max Muncy running on Mike Trout, trying to score from second on a base hit up the middle. That one I was like,
maybe not our best.
I don't know. And Max Muncy springs up and wants to challenge it. He's like, no. He's out by 3 feet. Which I love.
Dave Roberts is like, no, you're just come on, you're good.
Quick. Get in here. I love it when stuff like that happens because
when they pop up ready to challenge.
Yeah, and it's just like I like competition.
Yeah.
And I believe I'm safe every time. You know what I mean? I'm just like, no way, I'm safe. I love seeing the big guys do that, even when they're out by feet. And I have a play of the week when we're ready for that.
There another little bit of news.
Oh, okay.
That happened.
Poppy's out of the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was it? No. I did see that. That's good though.
Yeah.
The Blue Jays.
Right.
Called up their top prospect. He is the son of a former major leaguer. He plays on the left side of the infield.
And it's not Vladimir.
And it's not Vlad Guerrero Jr. Bo Bichette.
Yeah, Bo Bichette.
Collected a hit in his first at bat.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you think that they'll have a Star Wars night for him? Bo Bichette? And
I actually have not heard that joke yet, which is pretty surprising.
Yeah, I think I need to make a Photoshop and
make some t-shirts.
Bo Bichette.
Do you want to do a little... There have been some trades.
Oh, yeah. Marcus Stroman. My man.
Yeah.
I love Marcus Stroman.
Everybody's favorite Marcus Stroman is now a New York Met, which is just terrible news.
Weird trade.
Yeah. I feel terrible for people who were traded to the Mets.
And
did you hear news came out this week that the Mets were reluctant to trade their pitchers to the Astros or Yankees? I think the Dodgers were on that list because they knew that they would make them better than they have been. Because they are so good at like picking a couple things that pitchers need to change.
Right.
And so it's like the Mets realizing a weakness.
Oh, I see what you're
and
saying.
instead of getting better at it, just being like, no, you can't have our pitchers because we know that you'll make them. Like they're worth more to them in a trade, basically.
Right. So Stroman is a ground ball. Did you read this? Did you see this?
Since his call up, among pitchers with 500 innings, he leads the league in ground ball percentage. There's like a 56% ground ball rate or something.
Yeah.
It's really high.
And he just got traded
To a historically bad infield defense.
Yeah, the worst in the league. How
And like the
funny is
worst in a
that?
long time, I think, even.
That cracks me up. So everyone's wondering, did the Mets have some bigger
They
picture?
never have a bigger picture.
That's the part that I love. Is like
Nobody is giving, like, they don't get any credit because they've never deserved any credit, right?
yeah,
Like I don't know, man.
yeah.
It's so weird. And I love Marcus Stroman.
I know.
And like Mets fans should be like, oh my God, we got Marcus Stroman. We could trot out the best rotation in baseball for the next year and a half.
Right.
And instead they're like, oh my God, we're going to break Marcus Stroman. We're probably going to trade Syndergaard anyways.
We're gonna ruin his arm.
Yeah. No, he's going to get like a staph infection or something.
Right. No, but it is crazy what their pitching rotation looks like.
Yeah, it's great.
Any other like? Big
I don't think there's going to be a
trades?
huge trade. Like
don't
Eric
think so
Sogard moved from
Yeah.
the Blue Jays. That's what got Bo Bichette called up.
Boba Fett.
Bo Bichette.
Boba Fett.
Homer Bailey went
Boba
to Homer Bailey went to the A's, which was a good little pickup. The A's are acting like they might make another big move, actually.
And then Lyles from the Pirates went to the Brewers.
Yeah, a couple. I mean, there have been some small moves.
Yeah. Dodgers just got some money for. Dodgers made a deal with the Cardinals today. You got Ross Cup, a reliever that we just designated for your assignment.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Good luck with that guy.
Well, he's,
and yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I don't know if there's going to be any like big
I don't think there will be.
trade deadline stuff. I don't think there's much of a market for bullpen stuff, and that's what everyone needs.
Yeah.
The Twins got Tony.
The Giants like won just enough.
The
for
Twins just picked up Tony Romo. No, Sergio Romo.
Sergio Romo.
There was some big story today about how he was like going crazy to get there. Like he caught
really wanted to.
Yeah, caught a
Jason Vargas got traded to the Phillies from the Mets, which he's had some success this year. He could win some games for the Phillies.
Yeah. Phillies are still gonna suck. All right, play of the week.
You're gonna love my play of the week.
Who is it? Who did it?
Good question.
Does he play for the Seattle Mariners?
Is that the shortstop play? Okay, good. It's the play of the week. I just couldn't remember his name.
It might be the play
Yeah,
of the
it was
year.
wild.
The throw is unbelievable.
So you've got his name then, J.P. Crawford.
So it's just an amazing play. I will take the time to put it back here.
Yeah.
Really, he just fields the ball in the hole.
Big dive into the outfield grass.
Makes a throw off his back foot that doesn't look physically possible.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's great.
I mean, and I'm amazed that those throws. I mean, it was right at the first baseman.
Yeah.
There was no dig.
And I actually watched Seattle Mariners game the other night when Mike Leake was pitching a perfect game.
Yeah.
And this shortstop, J.B. Crawford, is awesome. Really fun, entertaining player.
It's cool.
Saw him hit a couple doubles in that game. Mariners fan now. Huge Mariners fan.
Great. So the trade deadline will be past next episode we film.
That's right.
We've got a hard trade deadline, so the only players that can be traded after Wednesday are minor league players on minor league contracts that are not on a 40-man roster. So that's a pretty limited.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, there should be almost no impact.
Right.
There's a couple like old veterans floating around on minor league contracts that people are saying could get traded after the deal, but they're not impact. There's a reason that they're floating around the minor leagues.
Oh, I wanted to add something that I should have said earlier. The Dodgers sent Austin Barnes down to AAA and promoted Will Smith again.
Yeah, and he's just killing it.
And I'm pretty
It's
sure
6
we've
RBI
got. I'm
and
pretty
1
sure
night.
we've got a new catcher. He had 6 RBIs, and the kid can hit, and he can catch. Kershaw loves pitching to him.
They said he's going to catch 3 out of 5 games right now, right?
Yeah,
That's a lot.
yeah.
That's starting.
We're not getting any offensive production at all from the catching position right now. So
well,
6 RBIs in 1 game.
Yeah.
Anyway, just kind of wanted to add that. If you want to follow him on Instagram, it's Fresh Prince LID. All right.
Cheers. Hello, Mother. This is Half Mental, the show that's 90% baseball and the other half mental. I'm Terry Francona.
And I am Paul Goldschmidt.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, great.
Thanks, man.
All right. Stop the show.
What?
The mics are not plugged in.
Hello, Mother. This is Half Mental, the show that's 90% baseball and the other half mental. I'm Terry Francona.
And I'm Paul Goldschmidt.
Oh, good.
All right. I'm having a thought now. So
Okay.
I just want to see what you think.
Okay.
I definitely have never plugged these mics in while it's recording. Do you think I should go stop it and start a new recording just in case for whatever reason they don't pick up if you're already recording?
I mean, I guess so, now that you
Yeah.
said that out loud. What the fuck is wrong with you?